Hi, I'm Heidi from Happiness is Homemade, and if you're new to the laser crafting world, today's video is especially for you. I'm going to walk you step by step through a simple laser craft. We'll be making a three-dimensional wood sign, and along the way I'm going to show you some of my favorite laser crafting tips and tricks. These tips are perfect for beginners, but they're also really great reminders even if you're an experienced laser crafter, so stick around and you just might learn something new too. Today, I'll be making this adorable nursery sign, which makes a fantastic gift idea for baby showers and birthdays. To make this sign, you'll need a sheet of 1/8 inch wood or MDF, paper masking tape, a brayer and/or a scraper tool, X-Acto knife, acrylic paint, foam paint brushes, cosmetic sponges, painter's tape, Gorilla tape, 3M double-sided adhesive, and a set of paint markers. To get started, I'm going to pre-paint my wood, which is one of my favorite ways to save time. And you also don't have to worry about getting messy or getting paint all over the edges of anything. All of our design elements are going to come from this one single board, so I'm using painter's tape to section off the board. I'll be using just about half of the board for my sign backing, so I'm painting that section white. I'm painting the other side navy blue, and then I'm going to go into the majority of that section and add some additional colors of paint, leaving just about a 2-inch strip of it that solid navy color. I want this to look galaxy-ish, so I'm layering lots of different shades of blue and purple along with some pink and white highlights. I like to use cosmetic sponges for this step, and foam spouncers work really well too. Cover the other half of the wood with a piece of paper or paper towel to protect it, and use an old toothbrush or a stiff paintbrush along with some white paint to splatter some stars onto your galaxy design. Now, it's important that I allow the paint to dry completely before moving on to the next step. Once everything is dry, it's time to mask the wood, and this is going to help prevent any charring or scorching on the surface. Cut a sheet of paper masking tape to size. I like to roll out the masking and then I place my sheet of wood on top of it. Trim it to size, and then use a brayer or scraper tool to make sure that it's firmly adhered to the wood. If you find that your masking isn't sticking as well as you want, try heating it a little bit with a hairdryer while using that brayer or scraper tool. Next, I'm going to mask the back of just the white half. I'll be doing something else with the blue side in just a minute here, which actually leads me to my next tip. If you haven't worked with 3M double-sided adhesive yet, you are definitely missing out, and I think you're really going to love this. This product comes in both rolls and pre-cut sheets, and it replaces any glue or adhesive that you would need to use with your sign. So instead of dealing with messy liquid glue, you simply peel and stick all of your 3M'd back pieces. It's so great. To use the 3M tape, I like to do this just like I do with the paper masking. So roll out a length of it, and then place your sheet of wood on top of the tape. For this piece, I'm only adding the 3M to the backside of the blue pieces. And then, just like we did with the paper masking, use the brayer or scraper tool to help make sure that it's firmly adhered. Now that our wood has been painted and prepped, it's time to head over to the laser. I'll be using my xTool P2 laser for this project, but the basic process is the same regardless of which machine you'll be using. I uploaded my SVG file into the xTool Creative Space software, and then I refreshed my camera view so that I'm able to precisely position all of my elements onto my sheet of wood. In this design, you'll notice that I have 2 copies of the name showing up here, which brings me to tip number 4. When creating multi-layered designs, use the score settings to lightly score your design onto the background layer. This is going to allow you to precisely position all of those cut pieces quickly and easily. I'm also using a deeper, decoratively scored pattern for the bottom half of the sign, so I'm adjusting the score settings for each of these layers accordingly. Once all of the settings are set, it's time to score and cut this project. My favorite thing about this project is that it uses only a single sheet of wood, so we can cut and score everything all at once, which makes this project extra quick and easy. And the fact that it's scored instead of engraved means that this entire project took only 8 minutes in the laser. With everything cut, it's time to unmask and assemble. See how nicely that masking worked for keeping everything clean and tidy? On the front side, the scoring design cut through the sheet of masking, so that means I have a bunch of little pieces to remove. Luckily, I have a handy tip for that one too. A piece or two of Gorilla Tape is excellent at removing lots of small pieces of masking all at once. After everything's been unmasked, it's time to assemble and add the final details. I totally love how the painting on these letters came out. Now, all I need to do is peel the backing off of the 3M tape and stick everything into place on my sign. I do want to note, however, that this is a permanent adhesive and it sticks very well the first time, so you really want to make sure that you have everything perfectly aligned before you push your pieces down. Bonus tip, I like to use Posca paint markers to add fine details and pops of color to my wood pieces. This turned out super cute. I love the detail of the scored pattern design, and the galaxy painted letters are a really fun touch too. Okay, let's do a quick review of the laser crafting tips that we covered today. 1. Pre-paint your wood to save time and effort. 2. Use a brayer, scraper, and/or hair dryer to help your masking stick. 3. Use 3M tape and skip the hassle of messy glue. 4. Score your design for easy placement. 5. Use Gorilla Tape to help speed up the unmasking process. And our bonus tip, use paint pens to add color and fine details. I hope you had fun laser crafting with me today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to follow me for even more fun crafts and tutorials. And if you haven't already watched my friend Corey's video, she's sharing even more handy laser crafting tips and tricks. Be sure to hop on over to the Hey Let's Make Stuff channel and check that out also. See you next time!